Here is Chief Meteorologist Chase Jones.
Well, everyone keeps talking about this holiday travel, and we're watching a pretty powerful storm work its way in. Now, it's on the west coast and on the east coast, but it's going to push some pretty cold weather into our area, and all this cloud cover we've been seeing over the past couple days, if not this weekend, definitely letting us know the storm is on its way. Take a good look at these temperature changes over the last 24 hours, going from the 80s yesterday all the way down into the 50s, and see how we're fighting back and forth with that cold front making its way in, leveling out in those 50s right now, 54 degrees. Now, that cold air is sinking in from the north, and there's more cold weather on the way, so let's bundle up because we're going to push up into the 80s by Wednesday. Then by Thanksgiving, that cold snap's going to be here. 54 in San Angelo, everybody else in a combination of 50s and 60s across the entire Concho Valley. Take a good look at these blues up to the north. 49 degrees in Coleman right now, 63 down there in Junction, 53 over there in Sterling City. Still have our 10 degrees, but it's looking like 14 if you want to count Coleman right now. So this cold air definitely sliding in from the north, but there is more on the way coming down from the panhandle. Take a good look. These dew points are down there in those 30s and those 40s, while the humidity indices are in those 40s and those 50s. Could see some dew in the morning. Definitely saw a couple frosty mornings, and they're going to be down into those freezing temperatures around Thursday or Friday. Upper level patterns going to show you how this weather is really moving pretty quickly right now with the zonal flow across the entire nation. And of course, we're going to see some of that moisture really hang out towards the south. As we make our way towards Thanksgiving, take a good look at this monster long wave trough as it develops somewhere around the Great Lakes. It takes over the entire half of the nation. Look how strong that cold front is going to be. And then, of course, off towards the west, we're going to watch some of that higher pressure try to push its way back. But the stormy weather that's going to be associated with this long or 3 feet of snow on only a couple hours. When we look at the moisture tracker, really keeping our eye on the cold air that's really sinking down from the Rocky Mountains, and it's going to try to fight its way somewhere around and the east coast, hopefully putting out some of that fire after a pretty long weekend of it. And when we look at the satellite, if not down at the surface, we can see the snow really making its way across the entire western part of the entire United States. It's going to continue to move its way slowly across the entire United States as we get closer towards Thanksgiving, and then end up impacting people on the east coast by about Sunday. So if you're talking about some of that Thanksgiving travel back home, make sure you're taking that into consideration because it's looking pretty stormy right now. Watching that cloud cover really push in from the west, and here's where the Futurecast is going to show you where we're just dealing with a lot of this cloudy skies, as well as making our way